Hello, everybody. The Quiet Atheist here. You know what I actually hate is when the government lets religious individuals break the law, because then they get the motivation to push the envelope even further. And this article that I'm about to share with you guys is another prime example of that. Now, it will be placed in the description for you guys to take a look at if you guys are interested. But the article starts off by saying the Republican dominated Mississippi State Senate approved a bill on Tuesday allowing churchgoers to carry concealed firearms without a permit, while also allowing churches to designate and train members to serve as armed security. According to the Jackson Clarion Ledger, House Bill 786 would also block state officials from enforcing federal regulations or executive orders that would conflict with the state constitution. Supporters of the bill also managed to hold off adding an amendment requiring churches to post signs if they were employing armed security under the bill. Unfortunately, our nation has seen tragic incidents carried out in places of worship, said Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves in a statement. Mississippians should be able to attend church knowing they have security measures in place to protect them from anyone trying to do them harm, basically. Senator Sean Tindall, a Republican who backed the measure, cited the mass shooting inside the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina last June as the inspiration behind allowing churches to designate a sergeant at arms and offer them legal protection for performing in that capacity. I wish we lived in a world where this bill wouldn't be necessary, said Gibson, who is also a pastor. The Mississippi Church Protection Act, as the bill is called, passed in a 36 to 14 vote, but not without strident objections from State Senator Holman Fraser, a Democrat, who waved a sheathed sword as he argued against the measure. Now, I have to be honest with you guys. I am against this as well because, like I said in the beginning, you give these Christians, you know, more privileges. They're going to have this confidence that they can literally get away with everything, and in some cases they actually do, like this article talks about. And that really disturbs me because this is another prime example of how these Christians do not take the laws of this land seriously. They literally spit in the face of the government and they really don't care. And that really bothers me. And it pisses me off to no end to see people literally getting away with this. And that raises another question. If this alleged God actually existed, then certainly they wouldn't need any firearms, right? This alleged God would be right there in that church to protect them. But no, he isn't. There's no evidence of this alleged God's existence. So naturally, these individuals are going to illegally bring firearms into the church. They're not going to care about the government at all. This is a prime example of that. I often wonder, guys, when this type of nonsense will actually stop. When will these Christians actually take the laws of this land seriously? You know, Chances are that it probably won't happen because, they continue with this nonsense over and over and over again. And the bad thing about it is that they are getting away with it. We see examples of this all over the country, not just about this particular situation that I'm talking about, but a wide variety of situations where Christians are passing ridiculous laws that are only going to allow them to get away with breaking the law. And that's simply fucking nonsense because everybody needs to be treated equal, as far as I'm concerned. If a certain group of individuals have to go by the laws of this land, everybody does. The religious people are no different. They have to respect the laws of this land just like everybody else does. But they don't. And that's what pisses me off about this situation. And this whole needing protection thing within a church is preposterous. Now, I think that it's very unfortunate that people have to go inside a church and start shooting up people, basically. I think that's horrible. Don't get me wrong. But these Christians have to understand that they cannot get away with breaking the law. And like I said earlier, if this alleged God actually existed, if there was evidence for the existence of this alleged God, then certainly these religious people wouldn't need any firearms in their church because this alleged God would actually be there protecting them, as far as I'm concerned. And that's how I feel about this situation. So let me know what you guys think, and I thank you all for watching.